commonly asked by the media, especially out-of-market media?
Typically about Doug, about our quarterback. How's he doing? What's your favorite restaurant in Vegas? What about the heat? Same stuff.
Were you ready with a restaurant?
I gave some general answer that probably wasn't the truth.
All right, so it sounds like this is the best interview so far.
Maybe we'll see how it goes.
So what's the Italian place? We talked about it earlier. Not what you said, Maggiano's. I said I was about to say, but got interrupted. Piero's.
Yeah, that's the second mention today.
Yeah, second mention we got on Piero's.
Timmy Chang.
I've been there twice.
That's Vegas.
Both times were off the charts.
It's Vegas.
I went back and sit in Tark's room and took in some good.
That's it.
Yep.
Any place that Tark loved, you need to love, or you probably will love.
It was great food, great service, and sit back. Just kind of the scene was awesome. Yeah,
I'm curious. Is this your first time meeting some of the other head coaches? Like, how does that go when you come into the conference?
We had meetings in Phoenix or Scottsdale back in May, so that's the first time. We've had Zoom meetings every month since I've been on the job. So, that interaction has been there since January, but then in person for those meetings, those were 2-day meetings there. So, yeah, not the first time.
Barry Odom's with Cofield and Company. So when they ask you about Brumfield, what'd you tell them just in terms of his buy-in and his leadership?
Yeah. I think you look at what Doug has done. When we started at one of the first meetings, we talked about how to be durable and how to continue to play and improve your game. One of those things physically, I think, along with Jeff Fish, our director of strength and conditioning, we need to add some body weight. And I don't want to take away from your speed. You're going to be faster. You're going to be quicker, but you need to add some weight on your frame. He's done up 17 to 19 pounds, which is good, favorable. The ability for him to learn the offense and understand the reasons for the play calls, I think that has improved greatly from when we started. Obviously, over time, that's going to happen. And then I've seen in the times that we've been around now in summer with some of our summer workouts, he's been a little more vocal in his leadership, which is awesome. And every leader is different, but the quarterback position is even different than that. We need those guys in that position to be great leaders. And sometimes that takes vocally becoming that guy.
On the weight gain, how do you gain 17 to 19 in healthy fashion? What's more important, your weight work or the diet?
I would say for him, a combination of both. Right now for him, calories are key because he is working out at such a high level. I've tried to give him like 20 of my pounds, hasn't worked. But he has embraced the weight room. And I don't know if he did or did not before we got here, but he's done a great job making strides in that area. With all of our team physically, we look better than when we started in January. I think we're trying – I don't really – if you bench press 600 pounds and you can't play football, okay, what's that matter? So I'm trying to get efficient football players, functional movement and strength. And our guys have really made a lot of areas of gain in that way.
How does having a player like Doug help in terms of you taking over the program? He was at your introductory press conference. Does having a leader like that help make the transition smoother?
Oh, huge. And you look at the leadership of the team, what was there, what has been developed since then, really what that looks like. And he's been there every step of the way, which is awesome. And I think we've got a lot of really good leaders. It's going to continue to develop. Once we start fall camp, I will begin, along with a couple other staff members, we'll have leadership meetings, and we'll take some of those guys that have already put themselves in that position that are looked at as leaders, and then we'll grab a couple other guys out of each class because of how important that is. And I don't want it just to be a senior or junior-led group. I want to teach some of the freshmen on what leadership really looks like, and getting all those guys in a room together, that's a fun part of building a team.
It's the voice of Barry Odom. He's here at Circa at Mountain West Conference Media Days. Stick around for 5. We got to pay some bills. We'll come back. We'll get into more of the changes during the offseason. I want to remind people that, listen, I would love to talk to you for hours. We don't have the time on our regular show. We do have the Barry Odom radio show, which is going to start up on August 30th every week. I hope you know about this. Every week, Wednesdays, 6 o'clock start. Parkway Tavern, 215 and Flamingo. So we'll have an hour to break down UNLV football every single week. August 30th is the first show.